Hello, my lovely friends. If you are someone who is currently having stressful dreams, bad dreams, uncomfortable dreams, to the point where you expect them or you don't even want to go to bed, whatever it is, there are a couple things that you can do to help transform your dreams. First, it's important to note why we have bad dreams or why we have stressful dreams. And a lot of it comes from your psyche trying to solve problems. Maybe there's something you're worrying about in waking life recently. Maybe you notice these thoughts that keep coming in and you just try to keep ignoring them and pushing them away. Unfortunately, when we push away worries and discomfort, it doesn't actually go away, it just stores it deeper inside of our psyche, and so it plays out in our dreams. So this is really our inner self trying to heal and integrate the energy by expressing it from our dreams. It's basically trying to show you what's going on and almost get your permission to release and integrate the energy. But if we don't allow that energy to come up and surface, if we don't allow that energy to express, or if we interrupt the process, maybe we wake up out of the dream and just try to get it off of our mind as soon as possible, it kind of in a way saves that energy for later, and you'll notice that it can come back up later. So my biggest 2 tips for you, number 1 is to fall asleep in the emotional energy that you would like to sleep in. The last things that we do before we fall asleep really do influence the night ahead, our quality of sleep, and even what we dream about. So really use that time as you're kind of dozing off to anchor into the energy emotionally that you would like to experience during the night. So think of things that create peace, bliss, gratitude, love, all of that good stuff. Sometimes I even envision a dream that I want to have, and I play it as vividly as possible in my mind as I fall asleep, and sometimes I end up having a very similar dream. The next way to integrate the energy and to stop having bad dreams, and this is the one that I recommend the most, that is going to help you the most, is to make sure that you're writing your dreams down in the morning, even the ones that are stressful or uncomfortable. Those, arguably, if you're experiencing them, are the most important ones to write down, because those are the ones your subconscious mind is wanting you to look at. You don't need to decode all of these dreams. You don't need to solve what your subconscious mind is saying to you. You just need to recognize the energy, look for the emotional tone that's playing out in the dream, and just look at how it could apply to your waking life and do your best to see the connection. For me, when I'm decoding dreams, I look at 3 main pieces. I look at the theme of the dream, so what's actually playing out. Are people celebrating something? Am I running away from something? Is something stressful happening? What is the overall theme of the dream? Then I look at the emotions that are present in the dream. Was there worry, confusion, anger? Was there joy? Just look at the main emotions that popped up in your dreams. And then I look at any unique symbols that showed up that relate to me in particular. So look at symbols that showed up in your dreams that you recognize or that you emotionally connect to. So maybe your childhood home, maybe friends that you've had throughout your life. And looking at the theme, the emotions, and the unique symbols really do help paint a clear story, and it can awaken things in you that maybe you didn't realize you haven't moved past yet, or some things that you didn't realize that you were worrying about or avoiding in some way. And then lastly, once I kind of get the overall message or message that the dream could be telling me, I look for a way that I can apply that. So maybe once I realize I'm overthinking, my job is to interrupt that pattern and start to write out my thoughts so I don't store it inside. Maybe that's one lesson that the dream wanted to let you know. Or maybe there's someone that you've been thinking about that showed up in your dreams that you want to get back in touch with, but maybe you've been scared or nervous because you don't think that they miss you or feel the same way. Even situations like that could show up in your dreams in the form of a stressful dream. So look at what's showing up in your dream, piece those 3 things together, and you will start to form a story that actually creates healing and integration and helps you move past the energy of those types of dreams. I believe that there's healing or some sort of message in all of our dreams. It's just our job to shift our perspective to see it, and that allows us to work with our dreams in a whole new way. All right, guys, thanks for listening. I love you and happy dreaming.